Alright guys, more or less I'm gonna make a video real quick on how to do the waterfall that I did in the water dragon cage. Alright guys, so more or less I'm probably just gonna kinda go backwards on this one. I'm going to try and get a good shot. You can just kind of see it does in fact have some sort of flow. It's tough to get it to a point that it's actually visible. Hey, there we go. Yeah, that's a waterfall everybody seems to like so much. And actually, this wood is kind of my temporary solution till I have a little bit more money and can afford better thing to use. But one sec, I'll be right back really quick. I'm gonna do something, then this should work a little bit smoother. Alright, here we go. More or less, just water dish in general. It's actually about the size of like one of those 32 quart. Maybe a little bit bigger, and then it's got like kind of a round, it's kind of like rounded off. And then down here was a little sharp, so I sanded that down. Made so that no injury, tried to prevent any injuries. Hopefully when I get more money I will put some sort of liner, something along that, just make it easier for them to get out and make it so it's not just like solid plastic all the way around. But alright, for the waterfall, really pretty simple actually. Alright, well, I'm gonna go backwards, as I said. Alright, well, first thing last thing that you usually do when it comes to a waterfall is making it look pretty. So I'm going to take off the plant that I put over to make it look really pretty, because now it looks stupid. And I just so happened to have the most amazing piece of cork bark ever for this, because it's got kind of a rough, kind of cool little place for it to run down, and on top of it I had a hole that was already in it, like naturally it was in it. And yes, it is in fact cork bark, you can see. Woohoo, cork bark. So yeah, that's what that is. I'll have to get something new sooner or later, because that's starting to kind of wear off and stuff. It's not really necessarily supposed to sit there and get wet all day, but it should be okay for right now. It hasn't caused me any problems yet. But yeah, more or less, only problem here is just gonna be moving everything. I have a pump right there. Cord runs out through a vent in the back of the cage and plugs into the wall, and then tube runs up through that, out through there, and woohoo, you have a waterfall. Alright, and then the only tough part was mounting this. So what I did, I got duct tape, mounted it where I wanted it to be, and then staple gun the duct tape in place, because duct tape wasn't going to be strong enough with water running. So, I mean, it's probably not the best idea, but they don't really come in contact with it. And another thing I did, I used a vine to hold the cork bark itself up, so that I don't have to worry about that falling when they climb on it and stuff. So that makes a good climbing structure for them. I have multiple ways out. I have this log they climb up on. They climb up on the waterfall itself, climb up on the plant, climb up on the other log over there. But at the same time, it kind of gives it that just kind of in the mangroves kind of feel. Just like right on the edge of the water, just with some plants and branches and stuff hanging into it. So it's kind of nice for them. And then I have a little ramp and stuff, kind of make it seem like it's going offshore. So it works pretty well, actually. And then all I did after that was I attached a lay plant that covers up the ugly setup of the tube. And you don't even know how bad I wanted that to go in the water and splash me. I've got nasty lizard water on me. And luckily enough it missed the camera, or I would have been quite mad. Yeah, so, and that makes it look a little bit more natural too. So you got the plant and then water running. It kind of, if you push the plant against it, gives it kind of a trickle effect off of the plant. But for right now, it's nice. As long as the entire pump is submerged underwater, it's really, really quiet. I mean, you hear this just kind of like subtle humming. I don't know if you can hear it. But I mean, if the cage is closed, you don't hear it at all. Pretty much same thing for the Amazon Trebo as Waterfall. If it's fully submerged and cage is closed, you don't hear it at all. And luckily enough, Amazon Trebo doesn't seem to be bothered by the vibrating of it, which is nice. She's been coming out a lot more actually recently, so that's good. And more or less that's how you make your own waterfall. Just use your own stuff, buy a pump, buy some tubing. I mean, the waterfall altogether I think costed me like 30 bucks. So I mean, nothing bad, and I think it looks pretty cool. It's definitely not the most amazing waterfall ever, but I definitely think it works. I think I did quite a good job on it. Everything went to plan. Everything's good. They actually do climb on the background and stuff. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Alright, see you later.